Greetings, YouTube. For a while now, we've had these pop-up offers appear in Marvel Contest of Champions. Now, normally, these things are triggered by, I'm guessing, like a coding in the game, an algorithm that once it knows you're close to forming something, it could be a Tier 4 class catalyst, it could be a Tier 4 basic like you see in front of you, it could be everything from a Tier 2 alpha to just so many different rank up materials. They'll pop up and they'll say, a top off deal, and they'll offer some exorbitant amount of units for you to pay in order to top off that resource. Well, they're always trash deals, and I reviewed them over a year ago, and that was it. But in the past week, Kabam, maybe post July 3rd weekend sales, has introduced, with the assumption that you're now going to be taking all of these champions that you opened, your 5-star Nexus and your 6-star Nexus and maybe even your 4-star crystals. They're assuming that you're ranking these champions up. And so now rank ups trigger pop-ups. And I don't know if this is a reflection of how the whole community feels, but the people who reached out to me this week were not just telling me, hey, Prof, you should review these. It was, Prof, you should talk about how annoying this is. Because it feels like now I can't open a crystal or I can't rank somebody up without something popping into the screen. It's almost like MCOC's version of ads popping up, where in a lot of games you'll see ads pop up during the game, and MCOC's never had that, and that's one of the reasons why I love it, because it's such a clean game. But maybe this is sort of like their way of saying, hey, give us your units. It's like buying an ad. Now, to be clear, we've seen worse offers in the game, but still, these things are very shady because they make you think that it's specifically designed for a 4-star when really you're repackaging it, calling it something else, and then offering it also as a 5-star with the same sort of hint of urgency, as these limited time offers only last for an hour. So you can see, you rank up a 4-star, you get a 4-star basic catalyst for 330 units. Is that a good deal? Absolutely not. Now, it used to be, they used to charge 500 units for these things, but that was like in 2016, right? Think about all the changes that have been made from the monthly login calendars and the added expansion of the Tier 4 basic arena, not to mention the Glory Store. So if you're desperate for Tier 4 basic, I get why you would be somewhat tempted, but it's not a good deal at all. This is at best a D grade. So that's the 4-star superior rank up cache. Now, the 5-star greater rank up cache, which also could be called the 4-star greater rank up cache, depending on how Kabam wants to spin this, offers a class catalyst of your specific rank up for 500 units. Now, for most people, this is, again, a terrible offer. If you don't need this, it's an F value. But if you're somebody who's ranking up a 4-star, and let's say you're ranking them up to rank 4, and you really wish you could rank them up to rank 5, but you've got 2 Tier 4 tech, and you're missing that one, and your alliance does, say, map 4 of Alliance Quest, and you're Conqueror, this is going to be a really tempting offer for people because you guarantee yourself that class. What Kabam should have done with this is make this a Tier 4 class catalyst selector, where you almost are enticed to anticipate this because you're ranking up a champion, and from any class this will pop up. But for the moment, I think, and I could be wrong, but I think that what pops up is the same class as the class that you're ranking up. So I guess maybe you can kind of trick it to say, well, I need a skill Tier 4 catalyst, so I'll take up a regular skill champ and see if I can trigger it. But either way, you shouldn't have to try to trick the game into giving you the offer you want. You should just have a selector to take care of that regardless of class. 500 units is not the worst price ever. In fact, if you need this, I think it's at least a C or C plus value if you have the units. But it's like a D minus F value. You have to pay money to get the units for this offer. I just see a lot of players who are maybe trying to become uncollected with rank 5 or rank 4 4-stars that would see this pop up and they would buy it, or they would wish they could buy it. Because when I was in that position, now given this was before 5-stars were as common in the game, this was certainly before 6-stars were ever a thing, this thing would have got me drooling. But back then, they literally would charge $100 for a Tier 4 class catalyst selector. that's how rare and important that item was, but it was also an item that allowed you to take, say, your Scarlet Witch pre-patch 12.0 to rank 5. So yes, it had a crazy amount of value with its actual implementation into ranking up a champion in your roster. Okay, so I want to end this video by showing you what I mean by the shadiness of how this is packaged, because speaking of 5-star rank up, we have this. We have the tier 4 basic catalyst offer for 330 units in the 5-star rank up cache. Now, wait a minute, where have I seen that before? Oh yeah, it's also in the 4-star superior rank up cache. So it's literally the exact same offer, packaged the exact same way, with even the exact same amount of gold. And yet they're calling it something different just so they can trigger it when you rank up a champion. So it can be annoying. It is not a good deal, especially this one, but it is a new staple of the game. We kind of speculated before with these pop-up offers, would they be something that only happened every once in a while? No. I don't know about you, but anytime I open any kind of crystals, they now just pop up automatically. And it can be very annoying. I remember a few times Cal Whale was in a hurry to open his thousands of dollars worth of crystals and would accidentally purchase one of these by trying to tap away from the screen. And the rage that he felt was palpable, shall we say. Thanks for watching. Thanks to everybody, including Ramadaclan and Sergeant Bourne and a couple others who submitted these to me. But in the meantime, let's end this video here and say be on the lookout. Again, this is pretty much, unless you're super desperate, an F deal, D- at best. But this is at least a C+ if you need it for a champion. Otherwise, ignore it. It is irrelevant to you.